Better at ranking, man. Better at ranking. What's going on? So, Chris Unbias. More paperwork. Okay. Salute to Battle Truth. He been on it. I know Battle Truth. He's definitely been on it from the beginning. I made a couple of videos. I made the one when Chris first got out. I've been kind of following the story a little bit. But I used to rock with Chris Unbias, and I still rock with Battle Truth. So I was just waiting for the allegations to come out, or pretty much him to be convicted or not. But I'm a paperwork type of person myself. You know what I'm saying? So if the paperwork come out, even if a person's convicted or not, like convicted, I still want to see the paperwork, because some people convicted and for no reason, or falsely accused. You know what I'm saying? If I look at the people like, nah, that don't make no sense, they still get convicted. So I'm just that type of person. I'm looking for the convictions, and I'm going to look at the paperwork for myself. Battle Truth got paperwork. So I'm going to check out these videos. It looked like it says 7 parts. So I don't know if I'm going to sit there. You know, Battle Truth is a little long-winded. So I might have to fast forward it sometimes.
The truth.
Yeah, I'm long-winded. So, hey, just bear with them. Bear with me. We're going to listen. We're going to break it down, man. Y'all join my Discord, because I got some intelligent gentlemen that's definitely following the rankings. So they're going to be able to break this thing down just as much as me. We ain't going to miss nothing. We hear everything. We see everything, man. Y'all, lace your boots up. Here we go. 7 parts. Let's get it. All first watch. Let's go. Let's get it.
Still pending against this man who was in the battle rap community, being embraced and rewarded financially for his horrific actions that he allegedly took upon innocent young women. So,
Milwaukee in the building. What's going on? Martini B in the building. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, gang. BR, I see you. I see you, BR. Salute to you. 24-hour hustler. I see you, homie. And make sure y'all like the video, man. Let's get it. Y'all join my Discord, man.
more documents have came out that we have, and I'm going to present to you in a little bit before I catch y'all up on what's taking place, so that these documents you're about to see is going to go against what he was speaking about. Okay, so
already out the gate. So his story and the documents is not lining up. Oh boy. Let's see.
But for those of y'all who don't know, there are multiple women involved in his in these cases against him who were allegedly raped and sexual assaulted at the hands of his recklessness and actions, allegedly.
Random thoughts in the
I'm going to say allegedly because he hasn't been convicted yet, even though trial is still pending. He's not free. He's on bond, awaiting trial. And the courts, Atlanta courts, have been backed up as a result of COVID for the past 2 years, where they have thousands and thousands of cases they have to get in order as a result of the COVID. And now they're talking about even in other places, they got to go back under COVID restriction because cases still steady coming about and uprising. They talking about it's going to be a whole nother wave. So maybe they're part of their agenda to push the vaccination thing, but who knows? The thing about it is he haven't went to trial yet as a result of the courts being backed up. But we're going to have his up and coming court dates real soon for y'all. So with that being said, what I'm about to release to y'all is graphic detail.
Nick G in the building. What's going on, Nick G?
Graphic details of Kiara's rape and assault that was done on her. Now, remember the story that he told.
I ain't seen it all
the story that he told
seen bits and parts. Yeah,
was that
what they're discussing is graphic.
He met a girl on Backpage.
I know you got a restriction up there, but just to let them know.
And the girl he met on Backpage.
Just to let you know that, like, the stuff that he's
it's definitely graphic. He just said that he put out the disclaimers, graphic. So if y'all got your kids around, just make sure they're not listening to it, or younger teenagers or whatever the case may be. It's graphic, so adults only.
Page was Kiara.
Appreciate it, man.
He met her on Backpage to perform at one of his parties, and she was a dancer performing at one of his parties. He met her on Backpage. They began to get a little cordial with one another. And in the process of getting a little cordial with one another, on the phone, he was trying to hire her to be a dancer for his party because he throw sex.
Appreciate
on the
the
day of the
donations.
party,
I know that's you, Nick G.
he
I
went
already
to
know.
go pick her up to help set up with the party. One thing led to another, and they had consensual sex.
That's what he said.
Later on, she set up for the party. She danced and performed for the party. And in the process of dancing and performing for the party, he paid her the money that he hired her to do for the party. Afterwards, he was driving her back home. In the process of driving her back home, they stopped at a nearby convenience store. Well, Kiara pulled out a $20 bill to pay for her
fake money
merchandise at this convenience store.
It was fake.
Only for the clerk to tell her this money is not real.
Do y'all remember if we did a video of Unbias' first video? I remember doing something about Unbias. I don't know if it was his redemption video. I was just thinking about that today. Like, did I do a live reaction to it? If I did, he erased it. I'm going to go check. I'm going to check and see if it's still up.
Then she went in her pocket and pulled out another $20 bill that was given to her according to his. Remember, this is his story that he's telling. That she would pull out another $20 to pay him because the first one she just gave him was fake. And the clerk examined the $20 bill that she had, gave him again, and said, "This is fake also." Then she looking at him like, "Okay, what's going on? You just gave me this fake money." Then he went in his pocket like, "Hold on, try this," like some type of credit card, but talking about cash. And he give the clerk the bill.
That's a fact. This is definitely wild. He said, "I probably did it." I don't know. I'm not sure. I remember us talking. I remember talking to Milwaukee and Sharp and Prudy about something about Unbiased. Like we was getting into the kids thing, but that might have just been the trailer. Remember, he had a trailer out before the video came out, and I was I wanted to actually follow up on it, but I don't know if I did or not. But I know we did one video for it, but I don't know if I did that second one. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember talking to the gang, but I don't know if that was just the first one or the second. You know what I'm saying?
And the clerk,
do y'all remember Prudy in the building, Milwaukee in the building? Y'all remember if we did one of the redemption?
Yeah, I remember.
Did I do one?
Yeah, we spoke about.
I remember speaking to y'all about it on live, but I don't know if was we watching the redemption or we just listening to the trailer and we just got into in-depth conversation off the trailer. I just don't remember, like, was that two different occasions or not? I just vaguely remember it, though. But I'm going to look back. I'm going to go back and look for it. Because he erased the video, so it'd be a diamond if I find it. Like, if I did that vlog, that'd be a jewel right there. That'd be crazy.
Now, tell him this is fake.
Redemption joint. I do remember us having a conversation, but I also believe it was just off of the trailer.
Okay. All right. And we got in depth on that conversation, right? Like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I remember too. So yeah, it might just be one, y'all.
Also, look, I don't know what's going on, but so y'all won't get in trouble. I advise y'all just leave because y'all got fake money. So he say him and her's arguing in the car because she believed he played her. In the process of that, They arguing. It's pitch black dark. They get out of the car still arguing. In the process of them getting out of the car still arguing, he's saying she won't shut up. She pissing him off. So he decides to get back in the car and pull off on her. In the process of pulling off on her in the car, because they were just arguing outside the car, it's pitch black dark, he didn't see, so he didn't notice while he was pulling off that she was tugging on the handle of the car. In the process of tugging on the handle of the car, when he was pulling off, she felt and sustained injuries. Hold on a second.
That's true. That's definitely his story.
Sustaining injuries.
Hold it down, truth though.
In the process of sustaining, man. Somebody on my door. I hate when people call. The next day,
already.
Police hit his house. Next day, the police hit his house.
Yeah, that's true.
They asked for his name. He presented his
questions.
ID.
Right, and then
They saw the name on the ID and told him to put his hand behind his back, let him know he'd been arrested for it.
Right, ask him a couple questions. He got arrested.
That's what he said. So in the process of that,
check your door, man.
these documents something to show you right now is the court documents you see right here. Hold on.
In your own, so the court is aware about the allegations of this two separate allegations. Defendant has one said that the night taken out. I believe down within the next week. The first incident was June 17th of 2017. The victim in that case was 23-year-old female. Essentially, she at home where she resided with the younger brother.
So these documents you see right here is the court documents. Okay, so what's happening is Miss Romanowski is the state's attorney. Miss Romanowski is the state's attorney. And she's now finna argue why he shouldn't be permitted bond and go into graphic details on the night in question of Kiara's rape. Now, I gave you Unbias' part of it and what he said. Now, let's listen to what the state's attorney says when arguing against his release for bond. So the court thanks Unbiased lawyer for arguing on his behalf, and now Ms. Romanowski argues her side of why he shouldn't be released. So she's saying, Your Honor, so the court is aware about what the allegations are. Essentially, there's actually two separate allegations. The defendant has warrants, have not yet been taken.
You should have gotten the audio version from the documents instead of reading.
Now, on the second incident. But I believe it will be done within the next week. The first incident will have been June 17th of 2017. The victim in the case was a 23-year-old female, essentially. She was at her home where she resided with her younger brother. She needed to ride to another location. Y'all reading this with us. She needed to arrive at another location. At the point she called one of her friends. Her friends gave her the defendant's phone number to come get her. Essentially, the way that person described it is essentially that He said it is a bootleg Uber. It's a bootleg Uber. And they use cash. So she needed a ride to go somewhere. She called one of her male friends, like, hey, I need a ride. So apparently dude was like, well, I can't do it right now, but I know somebody who do rides. It's like a bootleg Uber and they accept cash. So he ended up giving her a number on Unbias, allegedly. So it says not a licensed practice of any sort, the DA goes on to continue to say. And essentially she said, in fact, contact the defendant for a ride. That she contacted the defendant for a ride. About 30 minutes later, he came to her home, picked her up. She got into the front passenger seat. When they turned the corner onto another street, it's Asbury Drive, which is where the incident took place. He began touching her. She told him to stop, at which point he pulled over, got on top of her, and forced penal penetration of her vagina while she continued to plead for help, continued to plead for him to stop. Right after he got off of her, when he finished, he did not have a condom. She believed that he did ejaculate inside of her. She kept begging him to stop. You won't see why I'm at. I'm sorry. Okay, she kept begging him to stop and let her go. He did then go back to the driver's seat. As he was doing that, she began to open the door, at which time he began to speed up and drive off. She indicated that the car was never turned off. It was just placed in park when he forced himself on her. She tried to grab her phone, at which time he took it from her. And then as she was asking him and pleading him to stop the vehicle, he would not, and started accelerating. At which point she fell out of the vehicle because she was a few blocks from her home. So she noticed she was not too far from her home. And before he could take her wherever he was about to take her, she decided to just hop out the car. Because remember, it was already like open a little bit.
So pretty much she was with, what she say, her brother or her friend. And she just called for a ride. Somebody gave her a number, Chris, number for a ride. And she calls him, and then this happens. That's totally different from his story. It's not even close. There's no party. There's no nothing like that.
He was getting off of her, trying to get back into the driver's seat. She began running home and ran into a neighbor. That neighbor immediately saw the injuries all about her body from falling out of the vehicle.
Of course, the story's going to be different.
He took her to the hospital, where she immediately disclosed that she had been raped and a sexual assault kit was done. That has all been sent to the GBI for testing. On the way to the hospital, though this victim actually did spot the defendant's vehicle and was able to get a partial plate. Because she did not have her phone, she obviously didn't have her phone number. Or I should say, the defendant's phone number anymore. So the police got in contact with the initial person who gave her that contact information. So the guy, when she called and needed a ride, okay, so basically this is what's happening right now on this part. So when she called and needed a ride by the friend guy she called, and he the one who gave her the number for Unbias to get the ride, So when he raped her, allegedly, and took her possessions so that okay, we're going to break that down. So the police now, after they hear her story of all this stuff that they saying now, so the police now got in contact with the guy that gave her the number to the Uber driver who's supposed to be unbiased, allegedly. So they didn't have no number on him or nothing like that. So he gave them the number, like, yeah, this the dude who be giving people rides for money. Right? So right here, so the police got in contact with the initial person who gave her that contact information. The very next day, or should I say, that very next night, hold on, wait, we're going to stop right there for a second. That's another incident. So that's the first one. So that's why his story didn't make no sense to me. And that's why I was saying, show that paperwork, because that paperwork going to tell a different story. The paperwork going to make more sense than what he's talking about. What do I mean by his story didn't make?
This is pretty much what the girl was saying, right? Because this is the state. Milwaukee.
Yeah.
What up, bro? You still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with you. I'm in the store right now. Give me a second.
All right. This is her side of the story, right?
This is the statement. Also, this is the statement, her side of the story from a police report. This is her side of the story when they didn't have a name to an assailant. And this is the story from her police report as well. Not attached to him. This is the story of the neighbor finding a girl, looked like she just fell and got in a car accident, scraped up, taken to the hospital, told them that she was raped, rape kit done. This is that story. This is the timeline for that she was able to give to the police in that setting. Because as soon as you ask for a rape kit, as soon as you tell them you're raped, police are contacted. So this is the story from there.
All right.
From that police report.
So it's like semi-proof because they already talked to.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have no. See, that's the thing that is going to be odd about it. It don't, like, in that position, what would be the cause for her just to accuse somebody? And this kind of seems real because she's not accused. She doesn't know the name. And then they're tapping all the things she's saying. So they did go to the guy that she said she got a number from. And the guy did have a number for them. And you know what I mean? Of a guy that gives girls Uber drive. Now, what that phone led to, a burn or sale or his actual name, they're keeping that to help their case, if that's true. But that's the part that this we're leading to. This story is making it make sense, pretty much. Like, yeah.
I don't know. This is not his side. We haven't got to his side yet. It's a lot of it's like 7 parts. So I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna come up here with no one paperwork. So this the whole discovery it look like. So this should be a lot of
stuff, a lot of details.
It's gonna have her side, should have her side, his side, the witness's side. It should have everything in this. Right here.
It should.
All these numbers.
Well, this mainly is the case the state, wherever this happened at. This is the discovery.
Accusing him
this is what they're accusing him of.
Based on what?
It doesn't mean it's true yet. That's right. So you were saying his side.
She got to prove it just like he got to prove it.
The state is going to prove it. So it's not even her.
I mean, he said it has his though.
Yeah, it's not even her. The state now is going to prove it. Because now if you're saying word against word, so now we're going with, it is their word against each other on whether it was consensual or not. The problem that seems very weird is that if this is a statement they made within hours of it happening to her.
Off his story, I'm trying to figure out why she would call the police.
Why she would?
Yeah, because he said they went to the store.
He's claiming the fake money, right?
The fake money. Nah, they left from out of there.
Oh, wow.
But I guess she didn't get paid because of the fake money.
That's what he's claiming.
Yeah, that's what they got the argument about. Yeah.
Yeah, because you gave me fake
And
money.
you just call police on the nigga to give you fake money for a party, for like a dance.
For
He knew that money was fake, bro.
and then like if
I'm saying like why she like in his story, why would she call the police?
even if it's fake,
That's just an L.
it's gonna be
That's just
an
an L that you gotta
And
take, not call police. Well, I guess she have to switch her story up and tell them something. She can't say that same story.
But rape is.
But do we know if she ever switched her story up though?
No, we don't know. I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing her story from not him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I do also, don't get me wrong, I understand it's somebody for everybody. I don't know if Chris Unbias is having sex without paying for it. So that was a little fishy when I heard the consensual sex part.
Right. Off character.
No sense. And it's inconsistent with not only the charges that's against him, but it just don't make no sense for what we know about situations like this. Like, for instance, you said you met her on Backpage to perform and do a party. So she's a stripper that sell her body and do escort services.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Of his story. You know what I'm saying? He didn't follow his own story up. Now his story definitely won't even make sense off just that story. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? What are you calling the police for? And then when you call the police, it's like, why would you tell them this right here? No, she's not gonna do that either. That's just taking it way left. She can't say she a prostitute or nothing like that, or she might say she a stripper. Maybe. Can you say you're a stripper to police? I don't know. Yeah, you can say that, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I'm just doing a dance for the guys at this party, and then yeah, you can say that. I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to say you're a stripper. It's definitely a legal profession.
Right. You just can't, like, if anything extra going on because they had sex, then you can't go that far because you are a stripper. So you got to leave the party out, because if you go from a party to y'all having sex, then what's that? Then what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So she still have to leave that part out, right?
Yeah, but that's like, you absolutely gotta leave that sex part out, but then it becomes prostitution.
Right.
Yeah, that's the crazy shit is though. You know, after further review, it sounded like the prostitution gone wrong, at least for two of them, man. You know, he gave them bad money. They sensed the bad money. Maybe they ain't had no representation to pull up on them and take what they needed. So they went the next route. Call the police and say he raped them.
So, but making up a random story is gonna get them caught up though, Sharp, right?
No, it's not a random story. It only become random if he's willing to admit, like I guess.
No, I mean by random, like whatever the truth is, whatever story is closer to the truth.
Whatever you're telling the police, this is something you gotta remember again and again. You gotta tell the same.
That's why I said it gotta be kind of close to the truth. Then, right?
But they get a pass for that just because it's quote unquote, traumatizing. So as long as this motherfucker rape kid match, and as long as you the nigga, you the suspect, I mean they gonna pull the trigger on you, man. That's just what it is. I'm not justifying the shit for the nigga because it's three women all together, and one of them is an older lady, and I don't see her on Backpage, but I do see two prostitutes as a way to get back, calling the police and the nigga raped them. I see that.
Right.
I can see that.
Right, but what? Right.
Not only I've seen that. Let me say that.
I mean, yeah, of course that's gonna. You're right. Especially if he try to jip her off the bed.
Definitely not
if he jip off, like if this fake money, I didn't see a nigga try to just jip the girl off the bread and she called police. Just made up a story, but not a random story. But she made a story up for sure. The boys is at the door. Yes.
The whole stripper thing and the party and this and that was his story, not hers. So we gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah, right.
It's a fact.
Right.
But it is truth to her story because she said she got dragged out the car. He's admitting that she got dragged out the car. You know what I'm saying? He's admitting most of the shit that she said.
But that's what I'm saying. Even off his story, how you don't know his name? So that's what I'm saying, Chris. Unless you gave her a fake name, then she'll give the police that name. So why the police? Why this not saying that there's a fake name involved in that? Well, I don't know if we got to that part or not. This was confusing me. I don't know.
Even if it is a prostitute and you didn't pay her, you did rape her. That's the problem, right? Because you paid for a shirt. That's like stealing. Like, say for instance, you went in the store and seen a soda you want and just took it. You just committed a crime. So you come over here and get this pussy and don't pay for it. That's a crime, right? That's gotta be rape. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, that's definitely a crime. I gotta agree with you.
A crime, yes.
But he leaning
Rape?
Rape, yeah.
Rape?
That's theft.
I mean, we can't say of course unless that's actually one of the definitions or the crimes like for rape, like if that's part of rape for real. But I see kind of what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but you can't say rape because if rape is the agreement to have sex with him, it's based upon money.
But both of them doing a crime now. I don't know about that.
No, but
I don't know.
Just about money, and then the transaction didn't go through, then yeah. I mean, if she had a lawyer, that's how they were arguing.
So you call police? Like, nah, we ain't doing call police.
I mean, that's not the first time they've been called, but it's never like this.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm not for the renegade, so if shit gonna happen to the bitch, you ain't got no representation, it'd be like that. But I do understand as a renegade, meaning you ain't got no representation, you out here freelancing on your own. That's your only defense. You know? That's one of your only defenses. You know what I mean? You can call your brother and them, your uncle and them and say he raped us.
I mean, that happens. You know that happens for sure. Right. That's tough. Dang, the stories is too much different. I thought it was gonna be close to the same story. That means somebody clearly lying right now. Clearly lying. There's no truth in one of them.
And in the case that she is a prostitute, they both have a reason to be disingenuous, right? But in the case that she's just a stripper, because I'm not under the belief that every single woman ever that strips is also a prostitute.
No, of course not, Milwaukee.
You understand what I'm saying? So if it was the case that she was just an exotic dancer, entertainer, whatever you want to call her, you know what I'm saying? She really doesn't have much reason to lie, especially to the police. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not doing anything illegal, which is stripping is not illegal, getting my bread in this way isn't illegal, whether I pay taxes or not, that's a whole different story. But if I'm doing nothing illegal, why do I have to lie to the police? I'm a civilian.
Right, Pierre.
I'm not a gangster. I'm not somebody out here in the life. I'm a civilian still. You know, civilians don't normally tell the truth to the police.
Right. That's a fact though, BR, too. It should be easy for him to prove his story, but her, I don't know. This story sounds shaky. Right? What do you mean random ride to random place? Where are you going? And who told you that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all say, if she's doing something illegal already, she can't tell the whole truth. She got to make something up like this. I don't know. Let's keep going though, y'all. We gonna listen, man. We gonna try to break it down. We seeing the paperwork here. We was waiting for paperwork. This paperwork, y'all.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about right here.
I mean, then you got to ask
Now, how you cipher the paperwork is
how
still
judges
different.
work
Like,
too. It's more
that's why I
likely
say
than
even when
not.
people get convicted, I look at the paperwork, or other people looking at it like, oh wait, how they come to that conclusion? Huh? You know what I'm saying? So we still looking at the paperwork. I'm gonna have my opinion. Maybe they have. Maybe let's get a general opinion of what's going on. But it sounds a little shaky.
Because what BR was saying is true. What does she have to lie? What does she have to gain from lying? Now the incident makes gain for Chris. She lose. The whole thing lose. Even telling you if I'm a prostitute, even telling you this, it's all losing. Nobody's gonna do that to themselves. So you got more likely than not. You got, did you go drag yourself through the street to make yourself bloody? Then did you get raped by another assailant and then make up a story and instead of telling us who really assaulted you?
That's true. The dragging the street part and then the witnesses is true.
So how is that going?
You got, huh? Yeah, you see BR in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, BR been around. BR been in the building for about 2 weeks now. So you already know. Hold it down.
So they're gonna hit that note, like that.
No, that's true though.
Like, who got the most reason to lie?
Like dragging yourself through the street and stuff is kind of crazy. Like that's proven, right? Yeah, she had marks and stuff for sure. She went to the hospital.
So that's why it's in there.
Right. So yeah, that's a fact. That part would be crazy. So, but that's part of his story too, though. That
she got dragged through the street.
Yeah, that's part of his story.
Because he was.
So you better go see the connect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you and I can't say that because that ain't no square shit.
I know. When you add the streets, they're a street.
Yeah.
Me, no. Heck no. I'm not calling police if I'm a civilian right now. I'm not calling the police if they do anything to me. My wife's gonna definitely do it.
I'm gonna call the police.
I'm not calling the police. She's looking at me like,
I'm gonna call the police fast.
I don't know why. I don't think police do their job like that. I just got a thing for police. Nah, not me. If I was by myself, no. I'm gonna call my people and try to find my car. I think I might just call the police on that one.
But why? It's because you know you're not wrong. You didn't do it. So it ain't no reason. You shouldn't have no.
Right. If I'm doing nothing absolutely wrong. Yeah. Right.
That's
and
why
I'm civilian.
Right. She ain't do nothing wrong.
Nah. That's tough. Justice, what up, boy? I don't even know if Justice remember me. What?
That's what I'm saying. So this is how you can get the line to the police, even if you're telling the truth, right? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my whip, but those ain't my drugs or my gun. It's a lie that those things are drugs.
Like a tough part.
Because you want your whip back. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
So yeah, he raped me, but he raped me based upon prostitution. But why would I tell y'all about the prostitution? Right? Same theory.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you that those drugs and that gun.
Right. And that's a hard L. You can't just say, take that L, girl. No. You can't rape the shorty. I'm still gonna be for the girl's side at the end of the day. Like, we ain't doing it.
Because that's the difference. I mean, getting stiff by John is one thing. Like doing something that you kind of was and you only got half of the money. I'm pretty sure that happened a lot. Like where if you do however much you charge for this service, you do the service. It's some services you probably just get half up front, half later. Some services you get. So it's a nature of it. Like who didn't watch the little Showtime special about the hookers on the strip and how they used to talk about the dudes beating them up and the different things that happened to them? I watched it, but it was a Showtime special and that's what it was about. It was about hookers in Las Vegas. So you get the element of that. And then to do all of that. Like, that's what guys don't get. Like, yeah, that's why it's like, what is more likely than not? Either she's a person and this is in her profile and this is what she do. She ride around, do so hair, and she got a lot of accusations of this, and they know she accused people of this, or she just not. Like, there's only those two types, you know?
What about the groupie? Like you saying, if the dude not famous, right?
Like the groupie of Chris
Because
Unbias,
no, I'm saying.
that's what they're saying?
I mean, it's different ways. Like groupies, of course, it's more sensitive if the
I mean,
group's famous,
then we
right?
go into other stuff like the reasoning
So you're
and
just
why.
saying his
This ain't
case.
even reasoning why. Like, he's saying the why she was
Because
there
me myself
was
would like to
always
give
something
myself
sexual.
credit as a celebrity, and I'm not. But I still would give myself like, what you mean I can't have groupies? What you mean it can't be a girl that freaking obsessed and do that to me? I know regular people be like, who the heck are you? But I'm gonna be like, what you mean?
That's what the movie Obsessed is all about.
And I don't look at me no type of way. Can y'all somebody back me up on that one? No. Like, we can get accused of stuff. We ain't got to be celebrities, right?
Yeah, but that's when you hit the like. Then it has a premise to it. That's what I'm saying. It don't have like no premise. That's just crazy. That might happen. Like a Lifetime movie where you didn't even know this girl, you tried to help her out, or that movie with the guy, he let the girls in their house and he married, his family gone, and the two young girls rape him, and who he gonna tell? Two young girls raped you. You are old, you know what I mean? Locked you in your house for days. Like, so it is the element, but that's why it's in movies. We talking about like the cause. That's, he started the cause with she was there for sex. Maybe she took that out. Maybe she took out that she was there for prostitution or she was there for this, and he kept that element in. Okay, but what we're really getting down to is if that is what she was there for, and you did pay her, and you didn't take anything, because that's really what you mean. At the end of the day, with rape, you're taking something. He took. If he took, he took. If he didn't take, I don't think he would be in this situation. And you're saying because of the obsession, but that's
so I'm saying even him, right? If somebody accused me and I'm Johnny, I think I'm gonna say, hey, no. I'd rather get in trouble for John, and I know for sure I would admit to John and before make up a random story and it's actually rape. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
and a rape allegation. Y'all feel what I'm saying or no? Heck no, I'm not. I'm not coming to YouTube saying I'm no big John.
Well, as a rapist, you're gonna come say you're John.
Right.
Unless it's better than what.
Oh, so that's where the fake story come into. That's why he told us that
he was John.
No, he didn't tell us that. That's why he told us a fake story. Yeah.
Oh, because he was. Well, even that is a trickle.
Don't lie to us though.
But he's a good liar.
I mean, why even tell the story if you're gonna lie on in the? I mean, I guess what you just said.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find out in this community.
Yeah,
that's not
a liar. He a liar. He just copped out. He copped out. You cop
people
out.
was already looking at your case already. Yeah. You know that. So why would you come out and say random stuff and people's looking at your case already?
I mean, people think they have one idea of how things come out.
He got a certain amount of ego, and a lot of this stuff just coming, falls out of his mouth. Don't always make sense. He's very self-centered and narcissistic. I think he'd rather go down like Tech 9 or just go down continuously lying.
Yep. I said it, didn't I call it day? That's the same thing I said.
I don't think that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I don't like to put those things on people, but I see what you're saying all day, like narcissism and all that, like those spirits, huh?
If he did do that, that's how he's supposed to take this stuff out. What you talking about? Right. If he did do it, he's supposed to be crying and he's supposed to take down himself, man. What? Yeah, of course you do.
No, don't take your life. Don't take your life.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because he's probably watching everything right now.
I do feel you. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Don't deny yourself, but I agree with you. At least take yourself out of the community. Don't even come out.
But when it comes down to actual trial, we could throw out what you lying about, but you're still going down for the ultimate rape charge, right? So all the other shit leading up to it about how it was a party, it was actually part of that shit ain't really got nothing to do with it currently because they still trying to figure it out. But once they figure it out, all of that shit could be wrong. Like he didn't do none of that shit. It was a party, whatever. He still could have raped her. So this is how he could be out on bond right now because they can't prove necessarily the rape part, but all that other shit is just muddy in the waters, man. Those ain't even the counts they want to stick on you. They're looking for the one, but they're gonna add in about 15, and they're looking for that one though. You dig?
Right. That's true.
So this is how niggas could get bond for shit that or bill, however you want to call it, for some shit they actually did because the evidence just ain't there. That don't mean they ain't do it.
Yeah, you're right. Bail don't mean you ain't do it. Sure. But it took him a while to get bail. That kind of means a lot of the times that more than likely you did do it. What's taking them so long to give you your bail? That means
The whole thing with that was down there in the A, he basically only got bail, like Truth said, because of the COVID shit. It was too many people. They was pushing people out who had nonviolent offenses. They was pushing people out who, like he said, didn't have enough evidence against them to secure a conviction right then and there. And like I said, he sat in jail without no bail, and then he got the conditional bail based upon his case. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he had a PR bond. You know, he had to actually bail himself out of jail, but it had more to do with the fact that they knew that the case wasn't going to be in court anytime soon, and they also wanted to give him an opportunity to incriminate himself. Police do that all the time. If they ain't got enough evidence on you, they'll let you out knowing you finna go through some dumb shit.
right. All right. Rape though? Multiple rapes?
I was just about to say that. I don't know if they giving niggas
Multiple rapes? Just let a nigga out and say, hang yourself, nigga. What that mean? Go rape someone else? No. I mean, murder is one of those things that, well, I guess, I don't know. I was about to say, murder is like one of those things like, of course a nigga ain't gonna murder again if you let him go the first time. Like, he gonna try his best not to. That's true. That's true. That's true. I mean, that's a killer though, Milwaukee. Hold it down, rankings in Milwaukee. Let's get through. Let's try to get through this, man. Serious topic. Unbias dropped the battle truth response. Oh, word. Dang, he had to come out with 7. That means he got something in. That means he got something. But we're going to still listen to this. Don't try to deflect this off no paperwork. Whatever he say, it's not going to match up to the paperwork or where we can figure out ourselves. This is what he should have gave the gangsters in the jails and let them decipher if he's okay or not. Don't hide the paperwork. Let us see what's going on. Let us decide. That's it. That's an honest person do. Even a dishonest person, we make them do it. That's what we want to see. It's paperwork. Nigga with a paperwork at. That's it.
Yeah, the paperwork tell it all. When you innocent and you ain't do no fuck shit, you willing. Anybody who ever did a bid, if they didn't do no about that if they didn't do no fuck shit.
Right.
They willingly show you they niggas happy. They throw paperwork parties. Like that's a real thing.
Of course. Of course. How they gonna stay in the car? Like how? How are we gonna even trust you? What are you talking about? We gotta see what you're about. Well, at least what you in here for. That's just part of what's going on. We got common sense. But yeah, we even bring it to the streets the same way. We even gotta live near you. We still want in the hood. In the hood, we still want niggas. I want to hear his side.
That's what he said. I knew the reason why he said that allegedly was because he wanted to desensitize the nature of the crime. It's a difference when people's perspective of how they view people is crazy. As though a prostitute or a stripper, a dancer cannot be raped because of their profession. So most likely they more or less to be believable saying somebody raped them if they in that profession, opposed to a 9-to-5 working career woman who's a mother and have children.
Unbelievable.
So he created that lie on purpose to desensitize it so that it wouldn't seem as bad and it looked more so like another brother being set up. So he painted that picture of her being a prostitute. He threw a party. All these people was paying at the door. Just so happened to just have fake money that he couldn't recognize.
That shit I definitely wanted to see.
That she couldn't recognize, even when she was cashing out.
I want to listen to both of them.
And that
in between when we doing this, I'm definitely gonna check that response out.
Story that he raped her. Even though he admitted to them having sex because he couldn't deny it because a rape kit was done according to these documents that actually prove that there was sex between the two. But these other documents is very damaging to him because what he left out was that she got the number from a guy who had been getting rides from him. So he's doing Uber rides. The guy who was a friend of hers gave her his number. So he didn't meet her on Backpage. Like I knew he did. I said, I think he's making that up just so he could. Because that's what you want to do. And because he's a popular dude and called the grandfather of battle rap,
I don't know where he met her. So
his
Truth
popularity
just automatically believing her. Still. Like it's just Truth is on her side the whole time. Like I'm just playing in the middle. I'm trying to figure out what the truth is. I'm listening to both sides. So I'm not gonna listen.
It would have been too easy to prove that you met her on Backpage. Even if she took her shit down, one thing about it is when you sign up for shit like that, even though you got the personal inbox on that particular website, you sign up with the email. So when someone tells you something, you get an email of that conversation. And it's no stopping niggas from writing reviews about you with your phone number, your picture on every review site. The minute you post the ad as a prostitute and a nigga come see you, the real trick, he's gonna post in a database to let all the tricks know how you giving it up. That's a fact, right? So you can't hide. Once you show face as a prostitute, that shit over for you. Your family get paid without you doing it. Yeah, it's over for you. But that's why that shit shut down. But
Right.
at that time, it was over for you. You should also be on the reviews and all that, man. This shit get exposed. And so to your point, you can't hide it. You're right about that.
would succeed that of a nobody who not known in this community, especially a stripper that's selling her body, even though he's 40 something years old. even though he's 40-something years old, taking advantage of these young girls, allegedly raping them. So his story didn't make no sense. We got a stripper who sell her body, according to him, but decided to give him free sex, even though he's a stranger. That makes no sense. If she's a back page prostitute and stripping escort service, but you call her up and she just liked you so much that she decided to give you free sex. That makes no sense to me. None at all.
I mean, I feel what you're saying right there now.
No,
I feel what you're saying.
no. Not only that,
because if all of this came out, why are you still hiding that you're a John? Like, what?
That make a lot of sense, right? You can't randomly say prostitutes or back page or strippers don't go around giving nobody free sex, because that's a lie. Nah, we know that. We know that, G. We know that. They will not only give you sex, they will give you the money they need from it.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that's rare. That's rare though, Sharp. That's rare.
Showed up in the 40.
I know that's what he said at first. Milwaukee Sharp was like, because judging by his character, but now he's not judging by his character now. Oh, that was Milwaukee who said it the first time.
Facts.
My fault, Sharp. That was Milwaukee who said it the first time.
Facts. I agree with Milwaukee. Lose all my inhibitions and some money for the 45-year-old. What?
Yeah, we're not going to back page for strippers anyway, though, neither.
That might give us sex for free. What?
Why are you going to do that for? Just call a couple of their homies. Just call your homegirl and tell them to get the girls. Or tell the nigga, call the nigga with the girls. Like, why are we going to back page for? I don't get that part. Go to the strip club.
Give them the actual money.
You're in Atlanta. Go to the strip club. You can find strippers there. Oh, yeah, party promoter anyway. Well, I don't know.
It's fake money.
Yeah, that's true. Why you going to back page? Well, that's not where you get all your party. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna go.
That's
all
crazy.
Don't make sense. That's why I said he.
That's true right there, Milwaukee. That's crazy.
A lot of stuff that just don't make sense.
So no, I'm saying like here party promoter. Like if anybody knows where the freaking strippers and stuff is, it's you. Right. You do. Right.
So a club owner knows which of his girls
But we already know why he would have lied about his story, though, y'all. Why, like Sharp said, why would he come to us and say, "I was Johnny"? So it really don't matter what his story says. What he said in court is what his lawyer's saying, and that's the paper where I want to see what he's saying. I want to see what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you already seen them all? Okay.
Her to perform at your party, but she come to help set up for your party. That makes no sense to me at all, neither. No.
Hanging together,
not only that,
hanging together.
Then
out of order.
She's stripped.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that's what I'm saying. Not off back page though. Off back page? Like the back page shorties is already prepared what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference if you just know the shorty kind of already. like I said, if I was throwing a party and I need shorties, I'm just gonna call the man with the shorties. And yeah, I might kind of know her, but don't really know her like that. But that was the type of shorties that kind of know me already. They'll come over and set up. That makes sense, but not off Backpage. Like, you gonna get the shorty from the Backpage to come help you set up? Like, what do you mean?
Well, if you've been dealing with Backpage, you already know how temperamental Backpage is.
That's what I'm saying. They already kind of stuck
It could
in
be
what they're doing.
Hit man, hit miss, hit man. What do you mean?
Even if she is a prostitute, she got a lot of cover up her being a prostitute. So he got a lot in the court of public opinion because he's trying to protect his YouTube. So of course he gonna tell us it's a party. She gonna tell us, oh, I was getting a ride. But we're looking for the pause. We're looking for the shit that happened in the middle, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's not what matters, man. They both got reasons to lie, though. For
Right.
sure.
Right. They got reasons to lie, that's for sure. That's for sure. But not to the court though. Not him for the court. Like I said, not me. No way. I don't know about him. I'm just saying me. If I'm guilty, I mean if I'm not guilty. That's weird. That's what I said. What type of story is that? What is that? Where's she trying to go? What does that mean? Say it again. Everybody do what? Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's true. That's true. But you know now, unfortunately, now pimp niggas cut the same. So some pimp niggas work in the strip club as the owner of the strip club because they got the bitches hired. They think they camping, so they send the bitch to go do a party. There's something happening and they cut ties with the bitch. But then you got real pimp that be like, bro, you took my bitch, but nigga, I shoot you in the house. So I'm always out of contact and shit.
Right.
It's the difference. You know, because you got play pimp and then you got real pimp. Kind of representation she had. You know? It's hood Ubers everywhere I didn't live that yeah, that's a fact. It's definitely hood Ubers.
I'm saying what they use it for though, Milwaukee. What you using the hood? Everything? Anything?
So no, listen. It's a group called the Whole Milwaukee, right? Anything legal or illegal you can find in this group to purchase.
Right.
And female, even all day. If you need a ride between this place and that place, I'm doing it for $10 all morning. I know you know this, right? You ain't never been.
I know that. Like the ride makes sense.
The grocery store to take you home. You got too many bags. That's the same equivalent.
Right.
You never seen that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's what they are. But they be everywhere. They might be at the court building. If you get out of court and need a ride, they might be at the motherfucker. Just anyway. The gym. You need a ride from the gym? We don't know. Issue taxis, bro. They issue taxis.
I mean, we got the African taxi drivers in Harlem. We got yellows and we got Africans, and then the African dudes are not like quite like what y'all saying, because, but they're kind of like official, but not. But I can't. But ain't no random person. Now Ubers, I get that. Now Uber drivers and stuff. I'm saying there's random people.
Yeah. Now,
Giving you ride, everybody rides. No.
ex Uber drivers or
That's his job. That's his job, huh?
Or taxi drivers give out their numbers.
No. I mean, I believe you. I believe
to do it outside of the app to make the just a straight bread because they don't get our straight bread.
So they definitely probably got on Atlanta.
Yeah. Or just people, like I said, when I was riding Uber from work to home, people would give me their cards to call them personally. Now go through Uber.
I'm saying if it was something regular, just why didn't she say where she was going? Like, why that's not important? That's not important? Right. I would think it would be important for people to match up. Like, this is the paperwork here. Why is the details vague in the paperwork?
Yeah, but when she said she was headed home and she jumped,
You know what I'm saying?
if she's around the block from her house, that helps her side, right?
The girl he said was a stripper actually was on her way to another trip. Called a dude who knew Chris was a bootleg Uber. Shorty was on her way to a trip, and she said Chris raped her. What? That's not what we just heard.
That's not what that said. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Say-
Well, maybe he watched the whole thing. That's another case. Dang, let me get to it. That's not this right here.
Well, it just said home.
I know you good.
You know,
That's a sure enough fact.
you know what part they playing on her the case?
How you even get in front of the camera? It gets too scared to
How
get in front of the
he,
camera. You already a fake pimp.
If she's around the corner from her actual house, because they said
You don't even know how to act, right? You don't
so
gotta
she
know.
could have been coming from an actual trip. That could be why the dude knew and know the girl's numbers to get there. That's probably why he keep running to streetwalkers and prostitutes. Because they got cash on hand and they need someone that'll pick up the phone and stuff like that. But they said she was headed home. So if her home
Chris was using his unlicensed Uber to get the one.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. If he was an old Uber
Tyree,
driver,
what up, bro? We trying to figure out right now. Better Truth got more paperwork, and he just let us hear the girl's side, one of the girl's sides finally. Or it kind of sound like, yeah, this is the girl's side,
Yeah.
what the girl told the state or whatever.
the
This the
statement
state.
she gave police.
Yeah, this the state saying pretty much it won't no party. She just got the number from somebody random. Didn't tell us who. I think maybe her brother. Did he say her brother? Nah, I don't know. I don't know who. So got the number from somebody else to Chris, and then as she was going to somewhere, I'm not sure, but
Says
Justice
home.
said, "Is that home?"
It says home because it says a neighbor. So someone that knows her could attest to that. When they found her near her house,
I didn't see neighbor.
yeah, that's what they were saying before. She was at home. She was so close to her house that when she saw it and know he was keep driving, she jumped out the car. That's her story.
She noticed that she was close to the house. Yeah.
She close to her house, and then they say a neighbor. So I don't know if that's the neighbor from the location she was at, or her walking from her location towards her house, and her actual personal neighbor.
Not a real neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah, actually sees her and says, "Hey, she looked crazy. I just picked her up out the street. She looked crazy." And then I take her to the hospital, and in the hospital, she told the doctor
She got
she
the
was
number
raped.
from a friend who had already rode with Chris too. A dude is testifying too. Somebody is testifying. It's tough.
At this party all by herself, even though she's an escort service, a prostitute who's selling her body on Backpage. She shows up to this all-male get-together all by herself in Atlanta. Well, we know the stripping business is
He said why the story didn't make sense to him already.
It ain't real like that. It ain't real like that. That's why it can be easily found out like this not real. Especially if you got any experience with dealing with money. Like these women should have. And should know the perverts and dudes and all these cons that they be doing in that profession. And she's stripping at this all-male.
The part that she said she spot the vehicle threw me off too. Like, huh? So on your way to the hospital, you actually saw the vehicle and then got half the license plate. Huh? What does that mean? How does that happen? But I know things can happen, but I wouldn't have said that part.
You witnessed that. Well, and maybe in shock, like, cause you really, like, if you thinking about it like her, you don't know this dude. Like, you're not thinking about it like she don't know him.
Huh? I mean, that's probably why you can get the wrong person. Like, that's the car, and then this Chris car. Like, yeah, like he's saying it's a mix-up. Nah, but it ain't that type.
It's the DNA.
Because it's the girl that he actually admit to having sex
Yeah,
with.
and the rape kit, to explain the rape kit. The rape kit got his semen. That's why. I gotta explain the rape kit. His lawyer put him on early. You gotta explain that rape kit.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely lying for sure.
And you definitely gonna do that.
I can't say for sure yet because I gotta hear what he's saying in court. That tells right there. So if you got the paperwork what his lawyer is saying, that's it. That's to tell you us exactly, okay, that's why you lied to us. We already kind of give you a way out, but at the end of the day, you did lie. But it's kind of a reason to lie, but you lied.
Yeah.
So I gotta hear his response too. Like, yeah, come on, man. Y'all got me. Y'all got me.
He lied because
I was jotting.
He a rapist. I mean, it's hard to tell you that, but he lied because he a rapist. Bro.
Right. And if you lie about one thing, then see, I hate that. Everybody lie though, but they'll say that you lie about one thing, you lie about anything. Everybody lie.
No, all you got to see is who got something to gain, and that's why I said in this, with her telling and all of this, she losing. Go to court, be strong all over everything because you accuse somebody of rape that you don't know, you're not like that's heavy, bro. That take a special kind of person. And what really throw it off is there's one special kind of person doing this to him. It's two, it's more, right?
Yeah, it's multiple women out there.
So all of them got this same crazy just for Chris Unbias 45-year-old, but we all finna set him up. What in the world is this? No, bro.
But I'm saying that he's a job and he's just tricking off, but he's not paying them.
Then say he raped me.
Yeah.
No, that.
Yes.
Like that happens. Yeah.
That does happen.
That does happen. And you don't go to the police and say he raped you.
No, it does.
It's an element of it. No, you don't. If he didn't beat you up or something like that, you charge it to the game. 100% of the time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You out here selling your body on the street.
I mean, that's the
most gangster thing you could possibly do. And now you gonna punk up. Because what? Somebody took it for free.
You talking about the girl?
The girl, especially if he didn't beat me up. Nothing happened to me. Because it was, he's saying it's consensual. And it's supposed to be generally this. If he beat her up, he raped her, right? If he held her down, he raped her.
Right.
But if I'm a prostitute and you don't beat me up or nothing, and that happens. And they're not going to run to the police station and say, I just got raped down there from the job. I was giving him head, and then he turned me over and had sex with me. What in the world? No, that's not really happening a lot.
I'm trying to think.
From a prostitute
I'm trying to
set out to have sex with
I'm trying to think what she actually
streets.
accused this nigga of.
That's crazy.
Because I know for sure, just in my own life,
it's like you
it happened, and she called police on the nigga. But I'm not 100% sure what she said though. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah. That part right there, that was my homie girl. But she turned the trick the other. Nah, here's my homeboy. That's my homie. That was my homie. That's my home girl. What you mean? That what she chose to do. She told me first, and I tried. You know what I'm saying? No, she didn't tell me first. She told me second. She always called police on me. I don't even know. I don't know if you know the story. homegirl did, you hear me?
Oh yeah.
She wanted me to beat the nigga up. So, but this what happened. Well, she came to me, but she was already too late. She already called boys on the nigga. So then when I approached the nigga, he like, nah, she called police on me. But I don't remember what she said. But she called police on him. So I definitely know girls definitely would go to police if you don't pay them their money.
I mean,
now I don't think that's right because it's not part of the game. Like you're supposed to
saying,
take that L. I don't think that's right.
How many
if
times
he didn't
do that?
manhandle you or nothing crazy.
Yeah, like that's what. How many times?
Like get your money first.
So she really gotta know. Like that's a like the high city ones. Absolutely, they gonna be like that. They the ones that you gonna have to pay 100% up front, and like you really gonna have to take it for those. Those them. You talking about somebody out here in these streets with Chris Unbias on Backpage. You talking about a Backpage prostitute. Not thinking about being raped or beat up or tied up and put in somebody's car. She taking that risk because she need that money. She on Backpage, bro.
In Atlanta, right? Like how you don't got no representation in Atlanta?
So you can't get
just
in no
walk
club.
outside. I'm sure somebody gonna guide
shake
you
your booty and they'll hire you. So you got that. You don't got that factor. They're not hiring you. You on Backpage, and you don't think that that's gonna happen? A 45-year-old
like no legit joints be on Backpage sometimes.
I mean, I feel you. I'm not saying it don't, but I'm saying they're gonna get that element and they're gonna handle it a certain kind of way, right? They ain't on Backpage confused. They hustlers. They hustlers, bro. They know what real money feel like. They know what real money feel like, and they can tell when a goof and they act up.
You laughing for something, Sean. I know that laugh. No, I know that laugh.
I went to Backpage laugh.
Yeah.
Y'all know personally.
Yeah, Sean got a couple of stories.
Real people on Backpage. I believe you. I'm not saying there ain't. I'm saying when you go on there, though, you expecting something until you see different. Got the vagina. Like, what in the world is that?
Camouflage said I was there. She just said a lie, dog. What was the lie? There's more than 2 women. This is at least 3 women at the time the bill. See, and they didn't get the DNA back from the 3rd one. They haven't got the DNA back from the 3rd one. That's tough.
Yeah.
He telling us what's about to happen.
Yeah.
He said he's seen it all before. That's tough.
Yeah.
Get together or
so what Chris talking about?
Exit.
Somebody said he responded. Have you seen that one?
Stripper, and she ain't got a friend with her to pick up her money while everybody making it rain on her. While she perform.
No, he's still saying why I don't make sense.
Like you just saw right here. This girl was not a prostitute.
Yeah, we heard him say all this.
This girl was not a dancer and stripper at his party.
Huh? What you said?
It's too much don't make sense. He's breaking them down. He's breaking them down so easily, man. All the lies and shit before you even get to the rape. He's breaking down the whole redemption blog. All that shit was a lie, man. All that shit.
I mean, right. That's tough. Lying on, like, don't come in our face telling us no lies. Like, why would we want to hear a lie? Just might as well kept being quiet. Like, this is a case you did. I mean, he can't be that thing stupid, can he? I mean, he did it though. So he's that stupid.
And
like,
he
come on,
came
Chris.
back
You can't
on
be that
camera.
stupid.
He's sitting on camera right now.
You came out and you told us an absolute lie, like the paperwork's not gonna come on. You're actually going through your trial. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you do that?
So yeah.
You don't want us to trust you. You don't want us to be on your side. The ones that's on your side. Why would you do that? Right, I flew that joint out. I mean, but you already got the boys on your back. Like, as soon as the boys is involved, I was in the trick. What's the what? As soon as the boys get involved, my hands go up. I was tricking. Like just like if I get caught with some crack, I'm a user her. What do you mean? Like we not, but
But you
I
ain't
was
gonna say
tricking.
that.
I will say that.
Eventually, he's gonna say that. He's trying to say that now.
Especially if they trying to accuse me for rape.
Now he's gonna try to say that. Now he's gonna try to say that's why his semen
Rape her.
everywhere.
Yeah,
My
right.
semen everywhere because they was tricks. Yeah.
I didn't pay her. She mad because I ain't paid her joint. She mad because I ain't pay her. I hit her with the counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't say counterfeit because that's some charge. That's a deadly charge. So I ain't gonna tell the police that I'm hitting her with counterfeits. No, that's a federal charge. So I'm gonna be like,
I didn't know
she
that
just
was
mad I ain't
counterfeit.
pay her. Finesse and she ain't got her money before.
But like that's the thing. How
I
much
would've get in trouble, but that's-
his story?
That's the unfortunate part, man. You can't do you finesse, man. That's all.
He's a creep. Oh, man.
This girl called to get a ride from a friend who gave her his number, allegedly. She called for a ride so that she can get taken somewhere and she take care of her little brother. This girl take care of her little brother who was living in her house with her. She was going to get a ride to get picked up.
Going to get a
He
ride
saw
to
how
get
little
picked
she
up.
was and allegedly took advantage of her. Now the dangerous part.
That's why I keep getting confused, True. That's why I keep getting confused.
Oh man,
Let me read the paper myself.
This how old guys tell stories.
You know what I'm saying? Is assassinate dude's character. He's gonna make it seem like the other person was real. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to attack nothing she's saying to see if it's real.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You gotta play it in the middle. Like you gotta act like girls. You act like girls don't do that. That's why it's good.
Girls do that. Are they doing it to Chris? That's the problem. Are they doing it to him? Not you. To him.
Yeah. Don't get caught up in truth talk. We got the paperwork, and his explanation of the paperwork might be a little bit different than my interpretation, ours. But you know what I'm saying? If he wrong, he wrong. If he right, that my thing is he raped the joint or not. That's it. I could really care less about anything else. Rape, and then not what you call rape. I don't call rape. He finessed the joint, all the money. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. But I just don't call that rape. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about real rape. Yeah. I'm talking about real rape. Like she's claiming that happened to her. Like her story saying she got raped for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. She don't know this man. Climbing his seat with her.
Yeah, a real her joint. A back page joint though. A back page joint might call police though. She don't know the rules. True. Right. If she got sent there on back page, it's just her. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got like pimps don't tell the shorties. Like it's some legit joint going on. But like I don't know, but yeah, like now I know it's a lot of randoms, but some of them's legit. You know what I'm saying? If that's real, like y'all know what I'm saying though.
Legit means want the same thing you looking for. Legit is that like actually just looking for the same thing that you actually trying to strip, trying to do.
I mean, if you ran into
I get that, yeah, for sure.
Right.
But he was going to take her before she jumped out of that car. We don't know. We don't know.
Where's the other paperwork, Truth?
We don't know. He took her possessions while she was jumping out of the car.
You say y'all seen this? Is this the only paperwork right now? He gonna show us another one on a different video?
Snatched her possessions away from her because he couldn't stop her from jumping out of the car because the car was still moving. And a nearby neighbor and person saw it. She left all that out too. Why is this woman jumping out of a car to get away from you? If you honestly ain't do nothing. If you honestly just giving her a ride. Why does she have to jump out of the car? Why didn't you pull the car over? Why didn't you let her go about her business? See, his story didn't even make no sense. When he said her and him was arguing outside the car. And he got so mad because she wouldn't shut up. He got back in the car and pulled off, but didn't know she was pulling on a handle as he was pulling off, and she sustained her injuries. He can't cover up her injuries. He can't cover up the sex. So he made up a story pertaining to it that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. If y'all didn't even care to look into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next one, y'all. I think that's that only paperwork right there. I think that was his only paperwork on that one. Let me see.
Not allegedly.
Matter of fact. Some stuff. New documents prove Unbias' attempt to get victim. What was that one about? That's part 3. This one say new bias of Unbias rape case and graphic details. I guess that was what we just heard. Yeah, he probably just. Yeah, we're gonna play part 6, y'all. I gotta go back. I gotta be back at 5. But I'm definitely gonna cover the rest of this and Unbiased response. Somebody say he responded. So if he responded, I'm definitely gonna look at his response. But y'all could do me one even better for y'all can know kind of explain what's going on while we going through it and check those things out. I'm gonna try to listen to some of it. We're gonna break it down. Ah, my goodness, Chris. Like I said, I'm in the middle, man. I've been in the middle. I stay in the middle until stuff like this come out, and then it's like you gotta some explaining to do. You know what I'm saying? When the paperwork come out, you know what I'm saying? I hear the girl's side and I hear your side. I mean, he can just automatically say she lied, but then proving that stuff is a lie would just happen like that, I would think. It won't take so long. You've been lying, so something is close to the truth. Something is hard to figure out if you still locked up this long, right? The thing ain't even over yet. It doesn't usually take this long for rape. What's taking so long? I don't understand. So that's what I'm saying. It got to be more hard to figure out than we think. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be what Truth's saying or what she's saying, and it probably not just what he's saying. So, but hopefully this paperwork definitely tells us the rest, man. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna check it out, man. I'll be back. Battle Rappers Life. We see everything, man. Y'all still got A game, man. I'll let us.